Americans, it is great to be back in the Buckeye State. But I got to tell you, we're here for one reason and one reason only. And that's that Ohio and America need 4 more years of President Donald Trump in the White House.
Listen. Give me that microphone. Sit down.
Here in Ohio, you believed we could be strong again. You believed we could be prosperous again. And you said yes to President Donald Trump in 2016. And Ohio, I know you're going to say yes to President Donald Trump in 2020.
That's the reaction to President Trump's updated new look that he unveiled when he stepped into the House of Representatives chamber.
The sleeves of the jacket were shorter, and you could see his French cuff shirt and cufflink.
That's the reaction to President Trump's updated new look that he unveiled when he stepped into the House of Representatives chamber.
This was a very visible way of expressing that he knows how serious the job is.
Since the days of Lucky Luciano, mob bosses have made a conscious effort to dress with style, partially to show off their wealth and partially to appear like legitimate businessmen, not criminals. But much of the inspiration for the way they dress came from an unexpected place, Hollywood.
Finally, President Trump promised to revive the American economy. He cut red tape at historic levels. He's fought for trade deals that are fair and reciprocal. He passed the largest tax cuts and tax reform in American history, and the results are amazing. 6 million new jobs, unemployment's at a 50-year low, and more Americans are working today than ever before in the history of this country. And the results are amazing. 6 million new jobs, unemployment's at a 50-year low, and more Americans are working today than ever before in the history of this country.
Let me just stop you right there, okay? First, you lied, right? Then, you lied about lying, okay? Then, you lied about lying about lying. Okay, so before you lie about lying about lying about lying about lying, stop lying.
A president who puts American jobs and American energy first. Under President Donald Trump, the war on coal is over.
The war on coal is over.
But for the past couple of years, miners and their families let themselves believe that a coal comeback was on the way, thanks to promises like this.
We are putting our great coal miners back to work.
Okay, first, you lied.
He's trying to get their votes. He isn't telling them the truth.
He's lying to them.
He's lying to them.
You used to work in this mine.
I worked in this mine. I was a face boss.
For 52 years, Art Sullivan worked in and consulted on mines around the world, and he bristles every time he hears the president claim to be the savior of coal.
And that really disturbs me because these are really good people. These are the people that I've spent my life working with. And if they have the truth, they will make the right decisions.
If the president was honest, he would explain to those folks that mines like this are never, ever coming back to life again.
4 more years means more support for our troops. And you know, it's going to take at least 4 more years to drain that swamp.
If I'm elected president, we are going to drain the swamp in Washington, D.C.
Lied about, he said he would bring back manufacturing jobs and he would help people keep their jobs. They said, don't buy your home. But no, those factory jobs continue to leave America and he didn't bring them back. He said he would lower prescription drug prices. Didn't do that. He's not willing to take on the drug companies or the insurance companies. And he said he'd end gun violence, and he's not willing to stand up to the NRA. So he really lied. He said he drained the swamp. He's filled the swamp, and he's lined his cabinet with the elite of the elite, who are the ones who continue to rig the system for the benefit of the ultra-wealthy and ultra-connected.
The campaign for victory in 2020 is on. So we need you to bring all this enthusiasm. We need you to be ready to vote, to volunteer, to voice your support, and we need you to bring faith. Faith in this president. Faith in this president.
You know, we always called each other good fellas. Like you'd say to somebody, you're gonna like this guy, he's alright. He's a good fella, he's one of us. You understand? We were good fellas, wise guys.
And distinct privilege to introduce to you my friend and the 45th President of the United States of America, President Donald Trump.
But I'll tell you what, this is some crowd, some turnout. We've sold tens of thousands of tickets. And you know what the sale price is? We keep it nice and low. We keep it nice and low.
Drop it, drop it, drop it low. Drop it, drop it
low. Whoa, 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 what kind of mood is that?
Unemployment has reached the lowest rate in over half a century. And unemployment for African Americans, Hispanic Americans, and Asian Americans have all reached the lowest rates ever recorded.
Evan, bigger picture, how is our economy doing? Because, you know, record low interest rates, a new record low, probably tells us not so well. But are people starting to feel the lack of growth or slower growth than predicted?
Employment is now starting to become an interesting scenario. So unemployment is ticking up. We're at 5.2. It's probably likely that over the next 2 months we could even get to 5.3, worst case 5.4. That is showing strain. Consumption is down, but the biggest issue is the household sector. Household consumption, household savings rates, etc. They were the numbers yesterday that really stood out in the GDP, and why you are now seeing what's going on at the RBA moving the way they are. They are slowing at quite a rapid rate and don't look like actually showing signs of growth anytime soon.
The homicide rate in Baltimore is significantly higher than El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala. Nearly half of all the homeless people living in the streets in America happen to live in the state of California. What they are doing to our beautiful California is a disgrace to our country. It's a shame. The world is looking at it. Look at Los Angeles with the tents and the horrible, horrible, disgusting conditions. Look at San Francisco. Look at some of your other cities. And then you have a governor. You have a governor.
You've moved into our backyard, you've shot up Main Street. If I let that threat persist, I look weak, and the whole thing crumbles.
Well, that's your problem, your choice.
Now, isn't that why we're here? Choice. If we choose to destroy everything we've fought for over the past year, we're gonna kill everyone we know. You know, the truth is, I didn't want any of this. They chose me because there was nobody else around. they still think that I'm the man that can keep them safe. They still think I know what I'm doing.